depends if you have a OnlyFans account and you're mildly attractive and you have a
You
couple
know what?
C-section scars.
We're gonna
You're
go
good to
on. We're
go.
gonna go a different way with this. So I was watching a video where they were discussing a sister and brother who had an OnlyFans account together. The brother was gay,
Whoa.
and the sister was like, "Yeah, since he's gay, I don't really mind undressing in front of him." Like they were doing nude pics. They weren't fucking each other, but like
Fuck.
I was like literally drawn in because I couldn't understand how, just how you could be okay with that from either standpoint of either one of those siblings. Like, so as a dude, you don't want to see your sister naked. You don't want to know really her sex life in general. You don't really want to
And
know.
these are legitimate brother and sister.
Yeah, like their parents said they were proud of them. What they did is they paid their parents' house off, their mortgage off. So yeah, of course they're fucking proud because you paid their fucking house
This
off.
is again. This is that degenerate culture that we're in now.
It
This
really is.
pervert
It's
culture.
fucking. I watched probably 20 minutes of it because I couldn't fathom how that could be acceptable to your parents, let alone to each other. Like, I don't, your sister don't want to see you naked. She don't want to see your ugly fucking dick running around in the house, fucking flopping and
So-
shit. No.
Let's be real here. You and I both visit Pornhub.
Yeah,
Not together, but we do.
make it sound all ominous.
And we want to make sure people clarify. So there are Joe Biden voters out there listening. So you go to Pornhub, you go to
There's
whatever
some
porn
aloe vera
site
for
there is.
that.
And the top search for the most of the time is what America knows is America has an obsession now with sibling porn and
Well,
stepmom porn
Look
and
though, you know it's fake though. There's a
family
difference.
porn. That's what I'm going to say, because the difference is that even as sick as that might be to get off on that, you also know these are actors. It's another thing to be the brother, a real life brother.
This is I'm breaking it down real easy. So like first off, if you're looking at a brother and stepsister or a stepbrother and sister bullshit, you know right away that those are like 18 to 20-year-old actors, maybe up to 25, because the porn industry recycles a motherfucker at a certain point. So you know that they're young. That goes to you wanting to see like young tight chicks, I guess, or from a chick perspective, young tight dudes. I don't know. I don't know how they see dudes, but and then like if you're looking at it from like a mother and son type situation, again, it goes to a specific age group and a specific type of woman or I guess man you want to see. It's the same way with like a dad to a daughter bullshit. So those genres are less about the naming and more about clearly telling you the age and what you're looking for. They're less about that. They're less about the fucking title. So
Yeah,
you take that.
I
No one watches it for the fucking acting because they can't act.
think I think there really is though a bigger demographic than you think of people that want sibling
I'm
porn.
sure there are fucking
Just for the
super
thought of it.
fucked up people that are hoping that the title is for sure. But in general, to a normal person who is not looking for them to talk about how like they got spanked or something during sex because they didn't fucking do their homework or whatever other fucking situation I can come up with, but to a normal person, they're looking at it for the age factors. I'm like, okay, well that chick's probably like early 20s. Cool, that's what I'm into. Or like oh, there's some MILFs in there. Cool, that chick's like probably 30 to 40. I'm about that. I mean, that's technically what you're looking at.
I think that's definitely part of it, but I really think it's the sickness.
Obviously, there are individuals that aren't looking for it. They're actually hoping it's real.
You say this, and when I say this right now, somebody that's listening to this, if they're listening, they're gonna remember this. There was a viral video from some influencer, and they had dared him to kiss his sister or make out with his sister. And
I know that
it.
one, and he fucked his sister.
And it was real sexual. Did he fuck her?
He fucked her.
Wow.
With a blindfold on.
Damn.
And she had a blindfold on. Well, and then when they took the blindfolds off, they got wrecked because, oh shit, I just fucked my family.
Who hasn't done that though? Really?
Are you trying to be funny? No.
I can say that I don't have a sister, so.
Well, I do, and that's not something you would do. No.
Well, I said it.
I got 3 sisters, And I've never looked at any of them like, oh, well, I totally want to have sex with them. Like, no. I've looked at them at times thinking, man, I would like to strangle you, but there's a difference.
That's more appropriate.
There's a difference between being upset with fucking your siblings and thinking that, like, fucking, thinking of them sexually.
So imagine the mindset that looks at the sister and says, man, I would like to fuck that ass.
They obviously have legit problems that you need to be aware of.
Oh,
and,
man.
And try to get them into, basically, they need to be put away because you shouldn't be letting them run around because they're going to do worse sins eventually because if that's just the start.
Dude, this just brought back PTSD memories, and I don't know why it didn't register till now.
Register. Get it.
First porno I ever saw. So, okay. There was a mutual friend, not a friend, but a guy we know by the name of, I won't say his name. And went over, I moved in the neighborhood at that time around that area, and I moved in, and I didn't have any friends there yet, and he and I went to school together, so it was cool because we knew each other, and I was like, oh, he's a badass in school, now we're friends. I go over to his house one day, and it was the first time I've ever seen porn. And he's like, hey, he goes, you want to see one of my dad's fuck tapes or whatever? And there was like a pile of tapes, and it was already one in like the VCR, I remember. And it starts off, and again, I've never seen porn. I've seen naked chicks, but not fucking. And he starts it, and it starts off, and it's like this Western. There's a outside house with a porch.
Yeah, all the old school porns. There's a storyline.
Well, yes, and sitting there on this, like, there's two cowboys, and out comes this like girl in them Daisy Dukes, and she grabs one of the dude's hands, and she's like gonna go. She's saying it without saying it, but she's gonna fuck him. And that one cowboy stands up, and he like spits his tobacco on the porch. He's like, ain't no man gonna fuck my sister before I do. And yeah, they tag teamed his sister. So that's the first time I saw porn, and
the idea of
sisters and shoot.
Yeah,
that's great. There you go. I was tainted immediately.
Well, yeah, like that's my friend Robbie. I was spending at his house, and like one of his mom and dad's tapes was in there, and it was like some 70s shit. Fucking yeah. But it was like on a cruise ship.
Gavin Rosdale and that motherfucker Bush all day. Yeah. But it was like on a cruise ship or something. That's the first one I ever seen, and it had like this ridiculous storyline. I don't even remember now, but like you had to fast forward to get to like the sex, and the sex was like short lived. Sex was like 5-10 minutes tops, and then there was like a Cinemax movie.
Yeah, and there was like 20 minutes.
No,
there was penetration obviously, but there was like 15 minutes of storyline to get 10 minutes of fucking. And I was like, Jesus, is this how they do these things? And like nowadays there is no storyline. There ain't no storyline. It's straight banging for like 30 minutes, and then that's that. There's no storyline.
No, and who would want a storyline? Really? I go right to the penetration.
I don't know.
Who fuck are you?
Men are visual creatures. Supposedly women are more about like imagery. So like if they read something, it speaks to them more than seeing it. But
so women want like a porn that's like Young and the Restless with the dramatic music and
they want
serious
drama.
Moments.
They do want drama.
Guys like
dude just want to see some fucking
on the verge of tears, and she's like, just whip your cock out.